I'm not really seeing it with this video. Yeah, okay, I see it there. It looks like the chair clips right here. If you look right here, that chair clips to the table. Why is this
marked off and taped off as a crime scene? And why is this guy in the white shirt taking the most very important camera down? What you think is the most very important camera there, why is he taking it down? Well, here's why. Because it's not a crime scene. A crime didn't take place here, and that's not a camera. Now, before I tell you what it is, I want you to get a real good look at it as he's taking it down. Anybody figure out what it is yet?
Hologram projector.
Okay, here's what it is. It's called a hologram projector. And if you don't believe me, you can go look them up online. And they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Usually 20 to 60, 70, $80,000 for these things. And they come in different varieties. Now, Hollywood calls them hologram stage projectors. Now, you see how Charlie's little tent there is a perfect square? And as you can tell, it's 10 foot squared, 10 foot all the way around on each square, and it's about 9 foot tall. That's because it has to be for the projection to work. Now, let's explain.
For smaller spaces, the projectors can be configured with mirrors to elongate the projection path and maintain picture integrity. Eyeliner displays ideally require a minimum footprint of 10 feet square and a height of 9 feet to show full-size human figures. What you are seeing is a reflected image which is so true and realistic to the original, it has become known as a virtual image.
Because it is a hologram stage projection that you guys were watching.
These performers are holograms.
Every series, we take one step closer to achieving all of the sci-fi dreams.
It's pretty cool. You'll never have to miss a gig again. The gig can come to you.
It's all smoke and mirrors. The world is a stage, people. Get over it. You've been lied to.
First and foremost, the world is in fact a stage. You are looking at actors and actresses that are playing the part of leaders.
She says she saw the footage.
Unwitting participants.
But no one else has.
It is a stage. The entire world is a stage. Nothing is real. Your freedoms aren't real. You've been enslaved by lies. There's a global government that's running everything.
The way you'll know,
we control the media. We control the textbooks, and you're essentially just a patient
because she was told
very long-running MK Ultra experiment.
And by the way, I think I could say that there are certain groups of people that don't take vaccines and don't take any pills that have no autism. That have no autism. Does that tell you something? That's currently, is that a correct statement, by the way?
He doesn't even know. He's like, is that even correct?
The Amish, for example.
The Amish, yeah, virtually.
The Amish.
I heard none. See, Bobby wants to be very
none that
careful
have been
with what
reported.
he says, and he should, but I'm not so careful with what I say. But you have certain groups, the Amish as an example.
And they also don't take Tylenol.
No autism.
Most exciting, the most important part of our Florida project. In fact, the heart of everything we'll be doing in Disney World will be our experimental prototype city of tomorrow. We call it Epcot, spelled E-P-C-O-T, Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Most exciting, the far...
What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Yeah, that's their favorite line. Got a lot of people, what difference does it make? You can't figure out what difference it makes? If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world have fucking lied to you over and over.
There's so much footage of them just faking this.
Someone lying to you is trying to control you. Suppressing of information, of knowledge, is control. Deception of information and knowledge is a form of control. So what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because once they start omitting information or lying about information about where you live, they're doing it to control you. Period. the
Times people got rich by selling absolutely nothing. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. In 1975, Gary Dahl became a millionaire by selling pet rocks, which were literally just ordinary beach stones in cardboard boxes with air holes and a care manual explaining how to house train your rock. Dahl came up with the idea as a joke while listening to friends complain about their high-maintenance pets. So he started selling them for $4 each as the perfect pet that required no feeding, walking, or medical care. The ridiculous concept became a massive fad, selling over 1.5 million pet rocks in 6 months. Number 2. In 2005, British student Alex Tu created the $1 Million homepage, selling pixels on a blank web page for $1 each to pay for college tuition. Companies bought pixel squares to display tiny advertisements on his simple web page, paying real money for virtual real estate that existed only as colored dots on a computer screen. Tu's idea of selling nothing but empty pixels made him over $1 million in 5 months, proving that people would literally pay for blank space on the internet if it was marketed correctly. Number 3. Chinese entrepreneur Chen Guangbiao made millions selling canned fresh air to people living in polluted cities, literally bottling regular air from unpolluted areas and selling it for 80 cents per can. His fresh air business capitalized on China's air pollution crisis by offering people the chance to breathe clean mountain air from a can. Guangbiao sold over 8 million cans of air, proving people will buy anything if they're convinced it's better than what they already have. Times people got rich by selling absolutely nothing.
Those are all
The
good
last
ideas.
one will blow your
Charlie Kirk. I did not watch the memorial. Not that I made a stance or I did. Everyone does their own thing. If you watched it, praise you. If you didn't watch it, doesn't matter. But what I got out of it, to be blatantly honest with you, they told me there was a part where his wife came on and said, I forgive the killer. I forgive the shooter. There's a lot of theories online. Some of you gotta chill out. Go mow the lawn. Go stare at a bird. Just stop. Forgiveness, I cannot tell you, that may be the hardest thing in your entire existence, is forgiveness. You know why that's so hard? Because it challenges your ego. Your ego is the most destructive thing in our life. My ego, your ego is so destructive because you want to be right and you want to be the best. And it's you don't know what you're talking. It's my ego. I'm not going to show that I can make mistakes and that I can crumble. That's your ego. And for someone to
do psychedelics that helps dissolve the ego, and you can learn how to let things go.
Listen to the message. Forgiveness.
If you remember, you're all one.
I did not watch the memorial.
Most people don't realize this. Psilocybin isn't just a compound. It's a language nature uses to speak to us. When it enters your body, it facilitates new neural connections, like opening hidden doors you never knew were there. That's why at Psilovibe Church, we don't see it as a drug. We see it as communion with the divine. Tap the link in bio to learn more and follow for daily wisdom.
I was just talking about that.
The Charlie Kirk assassination
so
isn't
weird.
the first time a Charlie Kirk was taken out. Back in 1998, Hollywood foreshadowed it in a movie called Snake Eyes. There was the U.S. Secretary of Defense. His name was Charles Kirkland. You can't make this stuff up. He was assassinated. He was shot right in the neck during a public event in front of a massive crowd. So now, fast forward to 2025.
I think that's cap.
Charlie Kirk.
I don't think that
Kirk,
happened in the movie. I know that movie.
Gunned down at the neck at the university event. Coincidence or predictive programming? Hiding in plain sight. Okay, I'm done. You can't make this stuff up.
I think she just made that up.
The Charlie Kirk assassination.
The reason the rapture didn't happen, the reason that everything that Christians believe never comes to pass.
I'm kind of upset. I think she just made that up.
Is because the real prophets didn't
But
lie.
Snake Eyes is a pretty good movie.
Jesus Christ. Everything in the Bible happened in their generation, and none
It
of
would not be a bad
nothing is to
time
us today.
to watch
Jesus
that
Christ
movie
is not
again,
to us
just to
today.
see that not
Jesus
happen.
Christ does not know a single one of you. Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, does not know a single one of your names. He doesn't know
Yeah, if you listen to what he's saying, he's saying that Christ already reigned for a millennia.
Has nothing to do with you.
Back in the year 70 AD.
The things in Revelation were shortly coming to pass in the first century. Jesus did a short work on the earth. That's Romans 9:28. He delivered everything back to the Father. 1 Corinthians 15:24 through 28. Now we have God Almighty. After Jesus finished his work, the Christians that were left behind made up this false religion, this false Christianity. After Jesus finished his work, after the temple was destroyed, after...
You heard about all these teachers having sex with their students? Is this not crazy? What is going on?
Look at Trump.
Well, I don't think the male students have been hurt by it.
So stupid.
In fact, they're going around bragging about it, as I understand it. So, you know, it's I don't see a lot of damage done.
Fair enough.
But it's
That was like
very
his
unusual
chance
situation. I would say her husband
not to
cannot
say
be
anything creepy.
You are bad. You heard about all these teachers having sex with their
Just
I told you. Candace Owens is not